Here we go.
Definitely.
Innervate.
That's big. If he draws into a lore on 5.
That might be huge.
Lore on 5 is so strong.
One of the best turns in the whole game. Anyway, I guess as you predicted, we are just about to see the Innervate now coming out for Forsen, and he will just play the piloted shredder, the value minion.
And it did draw the 5 back, so he's gonna have a turn 3 and a turn 4. And if he draws another 5, he's gonna have a turn 5 as well.
Oh my god, that's a crazy curve here.
Yeah. Shade doesn't pose a threat. There's nothing to do with against it either. Maybe rats.
Yeah, you don't really want to RAF here, do you? I would rather establish a board.
You better hope for a 1 HP minion, I guess, so you can ping it.
Yeah.
And not waste your turn.
I would have played.
Oh! That's actually pretty funny. I don't know if it's big or not, but it's funny.
It's definitely
It disrupts
funny.
the whole curve.
Yeah, a little bit. And he's doing Forsen a little favor here by attacking into that, I guess, because by taking it out, Forsen was it is fucking up his whole game.
He did face tank just now, so he can face tank again in shade on his 5.
Yeah, but it's
so he can curve out.
But actually, the Mana Wraith is hurting Forsen more than Numberguy.
It hurts both equally, I'd say. Like,
but it
there's
totally
nothing from
disrupts.
Numberguy.
Well, but Forsen could have played the Shade last turn, but with that, not.
Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, there's nothing Numberguy has to play, so he doesn't have strong plays either.
Yeah, and we also see the Black Knight lining
so
up.
back on track now. He keeps the coin because he has Sylvanas and Scenarios, I guess. He might want to coin out the Sylvanas.
Yeah, there's no reason here to coin out the Sludge Belcher.
Oh, he's gonna lure.
There we go! Innervate Law on turn 6, not on turn 5, but here on turn 6 we go.
Still strong. Numberguy has the lead now. Because of that Mana Wraith though, that's very true.
Yeah, it totally disrupted everything here. But you can still go for a coin into Sylvanas if you want to, and Forsen, it doesn't even look like he thinks. Oh, yeah, he drew Thoresen, and going for that is crazy.
No questions asked.
Forsen OP, ladies and gentlemen.
You obviously expect a keeper to be on the other side once the druid has drawn already 11 cards.
Yeah, sure.
But we do know that there's no keeper, and that would have been pretty big.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I was dragged into the action a bit.
Imagine you would have stolen the Shade. I think you would force both of the Shade and the Lord to trade into Sylvanas, so
that's
he doesn't get
expensive.
anything. Yeah,
that
exactly.
would be very expensive here.
You probably couldn't afford to.
But Thoresen is a safe play, I would say. And you still can play Sylvanas next turn, maybe in combination with a Wrath. But Numberguy has to take out that Thoresen, otherwise the damage it will deal is just too good.
I guess he trades the lore and it still keeps initiative on board. He's got Lothab and Harrison to follow it up.
Interesting thing is, even though Numberguy did draw so many cards, he does not have a single part of the combo.
Well, do you want it this early? He hasn't pushed any damage, he's fighting for board control right now. You kind of want the other cards because they're more alive.
Well, but you want to plan on what to do with your Shade, so but he decides to use his spells to take out Forsen's creatures here. So he still has his Ancient of Lore on the board.
Oh, he attacked. He figures it's kind of hard for the druid to clear both of those, which it is. Well, a swipe would be able to deal with him, but I actually think Numberguy is pushing for the swipe. Because if Forsen would swipe here, you would not put down any minion. And then Numberguy could put down Lothab with Shade, or Harrison with Shade. I think that's his line of play.
But what does Forsen do this turn? I don't suggest to go for Sylvanas here because now Numberguy did draw the Keeper of the Grove.
And since there's no swipe,
you could also go for a full board clear, but it feels kind of expensive using those. Yeah, double Wrath. That's not really what you want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So I expect him just to go for Sludge Belcher and trade the Shade away. I guess the Shade is a bigger threat than the...
Even if you pop Sylvanas and trade the Shades, like he doesn't even need the Silence anymore. You can just trade the 5 for the 5. But I do see a Belcher coming down here.
Time waits for no one.
He has to trade for the Shade for sure.
And we are just waiting. Forsen takes his time, and there he goes. He plays the expensive Sludge Belcher for 5 mana, goes for the Wrath.
He wrath for 1.
Yeah, he draws a card and then takes the Shade out. Okay.
They both draw the same card.
Yeah, force of nature for both players.
Combos building up. I'm guessing Forsen is planning on pinging the lore next turn. It's gonna be a really subpar. He's gonna be using 2 Wraths probably.
Black Knight value crushing the Sludge Belcher.
That is huge. The lore is no longer... Would be at a 5-1, is not a 5-3.
Yeah.
So the Wrath's not gonna draw.
And that's a big point here. Numberguy also still healthy, quite far away from lethal range here. Even with the combo, he's on 26 HP.
There's a swipe, doesn't do much right now.
Forsen, on the other hand, if something stays on the board and he draws a Savage Draw next turn, it could be lethal if he does not decide to play the Sludge Belcher. But
yeah, he
first
needs to board clear here. Or go up to 21 with Black Knight on board.
yeah, first of all, he goes for the Wrath on the Ancient of Lore and then decides to play Sludge Belcher.
Okay.
Maybe?
Well, if he
Sylvanas?
could hero power, it would be safe to Sylvanas, but he can't. Because combo and Black Knight is 20.
Yeah.
Who is
But
risking?
wow, he goes
He's
for
risking it.
Sylvanas.
He knows he probably doesn't win if he goes on defensive.
Yeah.
So he needs to take this risk at least.
And Numberguy just draws into another Innervate, so no combo here available for him.
Is he gonna silence? I think he could just trade and ping.
Yeah, you could just take it out here. I agree to that. And then play Lothar.
I can see that too, sure. Can just ignore the 5.
But well, Numberguy decides to silence Sylvanas here. Goes for the Lothar, and now we will see scenarios being played.
So the Sylvanas kill Lothar or Black Knight?
I would say it kills the Black Knight. We have seen one swipe already.
On the off chance that it survives,
Yeah.
it's just better. 'Cause then
And
you
there we
trade
go.
with
It's
Lothar.
just a big game hunter being drawn here for Numberguy, but let's quickly calculate. No, he's far away from dealing lethal damage this turn. So I suggest you trade the minions away, and then you go for the Shade of Next Ramos and Harrison Jones. Hero ability.
Yeah, it's pushing force here though.
Yeah, okay, that's an easy trade into Sylvanas, so you just leave the scenarios on the board for your opponent, and you can also play the Shade of Next Ramos, so that is a pretty good play here by Numberguy.
Just keeping up his board. That scenarios only deals with 1 creature.
Yeah, and by doing that, well, the Sludge Belcher, though, comes in pretty strong.
Belcher, shit, and hero power.
He has to play the Belcher, there's no other way, so you can slam that right now and then think about everything else. Then probably you're gonna trade into Lothar. There we go, and then just swing to the face and hope you survive. Actually, Forsen is stabilizing a bit.
He is stabilizing, but... Oh, there's another force.
Wow, the second force of nature.
So scary. How does this help? Okay, he can deal 4 face damage. Doesn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's stabilizing pretty hard because his cards have way more value than...
You know, I
Numberguy's
would
right
go
now.
all in from this point because you're now getting a bit behind. So if I was Numberguy, I would go for Big Game Hunter, Harrison Jones, and the hero ability and just wait.
The thing is, if he doesn't clear, he subjects himself to also lose his combo.
Oh,
For
right.
sure, there's a 3 minion board.
Yeah, sure.
There's already 1 piece. So
Oh,
if Forsen top decks, he wins the game.
that's right. So you have to deal with that. That's
No matter
annoying.
what, because you can only clear the Belcher, I think. No, you could clear
With the
scenarios
force, you
with
can
force.
clear
Yeah,
scenarios as well.
okay.
There you go.
Time waits for no one.
So there he goes now
Traded the scenarios.
for a Lothar.
Feels
touch.
obliged to, and I guess that's correct to stay alive.
Yeah. Anyway, now, I always want to say Faramir because Forsen is playing on Faramir's account, but now, with the swipe and the Druid of the Claw, he also has some nice options here. He can just swipe the Harrison Jones and then take out the 2/2 Keeper of the Grove with his Shade and have a taunt on the
Which
board.
he did, yeah.
Big Game Hunter's already gone. There's just another Keeper of the Grove, and
Well, Keeper's actually a decent object because it stops the combo lethal next turn from Forsen.
yeah, but it's
Forsen is ahead right now, and he's just gonna have a cycle with the growth.
he's far ahead because we have seen Ancient of Lore being played already for Numberguy. We have seen both Force of Natures out. Even if he draws into a Savage Draw now, that's not gonna really
Yeah,
help him.
exactly. The
So-
second combo, there is no second combo for Numberguy, so
There's no real way here for Numberguy to close it out, so everything he's doing right now is
There's no
just
more
staying
power plays,
alive and waiting until Forsen draws into the combo. And he has some cycle with the Wild Grove, so
like, as soon as you draw that Keeper, you probably look at the board and think, okay, I'm gonna ping the Shade with the Keeper. But I think you might be thinking about silencing the taunts and pinging the Shade instead.
yeah, that's something you
Yeah.
have to think about. And there you go, silence.
Because he's still above 20 HP like this, so combo is still on.
You're still not in combo range, and you have something on the board, and the way is through. You can go
Yeah,
through
exactly,
if you
the
draw
way is
into
through, yeah.
something.
You could have played the BGH, to be honest, because if any BGHable target comes down, he's losing anyway. So BGH should have come down, I think. But Azure Drake.
There we go.
There's lethal next turn, yeah.
He has the combo now lining up in his hand. He's pretty safe on 11 HP. I don't see a way for Numberguy to close that out with just one card draw left and the Big Game Hunter in hand. He draws the Druid of the Claw. That's 4 damage. He can take out a minion. That would make him survive. It would just be 20 damage
Survives
coming
by
in.
2, or is he trading? No, he's going phase.
He's
Oh,
going.
he's going all in now.
Yeah.
Kind of late to go all in, don't you think?
Yeah, I
Not
do
that he has
think-
another play though.
Well, you can take out the Azure Drake here and survive another turn.
Yeah, but playing to survive at
Yeah.
this point, you're not gonna win.
We have
anymore.
seen it for a couple of turns now. It was over here, and Numberguy loses here to Forsen, and with the combo, he goes up 1-0 and serious. So now Forsen did win with the Druid, so the Druid is now out. We have left a Hunter and a Warrior here for Forsen. Join because of the spectator bug. If you stay in the queue, you can see Numberguy's hand.
Oh, right.
So,
So can we join that?
Armor Smith here for Forsen on the board. He goes for the Fiery War Axe, and he has Ysera in his deck, so maybe he switched out Ragnaros or plays both of them. Some people...
Well, we just saw Show win the Xfinity Invitational, and his Warrior deck list ran both Alexstrasza and Ysera. And Rag, I think.
And Rag, yeah.
It's pretty heavy.
That's pretty heavy stuff here. So you have to cut some of your early game by drawing into the Axe and into the Whirlwind. He also plays the Whirlwind, so...
There's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, a lot of pressure here. And now goes for the Sludge Belcher on turn 4. Has a follow-up with the Harrison Jones, which has got no value here against the Druid. And first of all, Numberguy goes for the Sylvanas.
Big clutch versus Warrior every time.
Yeah, but on that board, it does not really get too much done.
Oh yeah, Belcher kinda is annoying, but he just drops the Harrison.
Wow.
Well, he has the Brawl to back up. If anything crazy happens, there's that Brawl.
The safety brawl.
Yeah, he chose to attack with weapon now. Because he has a second one, he's not really face tanking right now. So
And
might as
there's
well
a
get
second
damage.
innervate. We are in turn 7 already. We could see Ancient of Lore being played here for Numberguy. And I guess that's also the play you want to do. Well, you could think about the swipe.
You can go for Lore this turn and next turn innervate 2 5s, which is very strong.
That's what I would suggest here.
How does swipe help him?
Well, you can take out the Harrison Jones.
And the Woos after trading in with hero power.
Yeah,
But then you can't play the 5.
the slime.
It's not very appealing.
But your opponent will gain so much armor.
Oh.
He goes for Druid of the Claw in cat form. Trades into...
He wants to preserve
Sludge Belcher.
Sylvanas HP total. I think he's trading the Shade as well into the U's, so we can trade the Sylvanas into Harrison. And he's stealing the Armor Smith.
Well, if
Yep.
that's what you want, I'm not too sure if you really want the Armor Smith, but there he goes.
It gave him 4 armor in the process. I don't think this is very...
I also don't
Very
agree to
good.
that play.
Like, the Shade is now executable. Even if it's not axable, it is executable. And, for example, Whirlwind also deals with it. Makes it axe in axe range, for example.
Yeah.
You can whirlwind face tank into shield block.
And now he's losing a lot here. That was very expensive. And he had the better board and was trading into the lower board, and now has Forsen has the good trades here.
Yeah, the lore would have been so good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even if Sylvanas didn't get real value, the lore would have been really good.
You could have gotten more value out of Sylvanas than like that.
Oh, you would have caused a different kind of pressure on board and forced the warrior to do suboptimal plays.
And now also your curve is screwed up. Numberguy has to go for the turn 8 Ancient of Lore. He draws double.
Well, either way, the lore just puts him back on track, and
do you see what's in that hand? He has
There is a
the double
showstopper.
combo. He has the crazy combo in the hand.
Yep.
2 Savage
turn
Rolls,
10, yeah.
one Force of Nature, and still the Innervate.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Thorsen being played in order to play double Force into double Roar. What about that?
That's something that should happen because it's not too unlikely, but I haven't seen it yet.
If Thorsen procs on all of those 4 cards once, you need 2 Innervates, so that's 6 card combo. But if it procs twice, then yeah.
But still, I am pretty sure we're gonna see a Trollden video about that.
Eventually.
On the other hand, now Forsen is also still under a lot of pressure here by the Druid. Even though he had that good trade and was able to clear the board.
This matchup is so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, on the Shredder? Oh. What's this do? So we can kill the use like he was planning.
That's
to,
unfortunate because now that's pretty good for Numberguy because
yeah, it clears the board and then gives him initiative
easy
back.
clear.
The thing about Forsen's hand is he doesn't have another minion to play right now. Only a Zera, and it's only coming up next turn. And he's only hoping that next turn he can play Zera safely.
Numberguy has to draw into a Keeper of the Grove for that to deal with Ysera, or to at least silence it and leave a vanilla for 12
What
on
about
the
double
board.
combo here? Is it lethal?
No,
Could it be?
I was calculating it. It's
Yeah.
24 damage from the combo itself, and then you have another
22.
20
22 on the
24. You have 14 from the first combo, and then adding up 10 by Savage Raw. No, adding up 8. You're
22.
right, 22.
So 22 plus those minions with 2 roars on
So
top.
that's the reason why Ignite is here. He's the one for calculating.
You got the 24 with those ones, and plus
And
4 on
6,
each with them.
28.
28, 32. Because they each get 4 plus from 2 roars.
Yeah, from 2 Raws, right.
So that'd be 32 damage, and the warriors are 37 right now. You pinged for a draw. Does he trade with sheep?
Well, if you draw into Thorsen, you do that. But other than that,
Oh, he's trading with
does he
sheep.
not?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Now Emperor Thorsen.
That Thorsen.
Ouch! It comes down, and there's no way here
I
for
think that's
Forsen
game
to
if his
deal
Zera
with
comes
that.
down. Isn't it?
There's no way. Another Shield Maiden. But you go for Ysera this turn.
Dude, you can double combo without Innervate and Innervate out of swipe for 12 mana. Okay?
Wow, that's just huge.
That is lethal, I think.
Well,
I wouldn't even count it, just
Forsen
go
is
for it.
still on 36 HP, though, and the Loatheb is shutting down Forsen more. If it's not lethal this
22,
turn, you can
27,
just
31.
saturate so much.
It's 35, actually.
You know, I just
He's
saw,
1 damage off lethal. 36.
I just saw Numberguy's face. He was calculating it as well, because the players are sitting there, and he was calculating like, he was sitting there. I guess that was the moment
1
where
damage.
he realized,
Yeah.
fuck, 1 damage short.
1 damage off lethal versus Forsen.
Yes, but Forsen is doing some great work here. Now a 4 mana Force of Nature, 2 1 mana Savage Roars. Oh my god.
Yeah, if he gets the second Force, he can go for 12 mana 2 combos.
But if Forsen now had the Ysera Awakens here, that would have been still pretty cool, but he does not.
It would have been very good, yes. Even if 7
Ysera is
mana.
doing a bad job today. Not doing what she's supposed to do.
Thorsen lives another turn.
And if he draws into... Yeah, that should be lethal, right? We don't even have to calculate that. 10 damage on the board, and you have a double combo in hand with a swipe Innervate, and you can take out the slime if you want to. And he says, my greetings, such BM here against Force. There we go! Force of Nature being played. The
6
first,
mana double combo, really?
the first Savage Roll comes out. Facepalm, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, Roth, and that's wow.
2 mana swipe as well. Oh my god.
2 mana.
This is so much power.
And he draws the second innovate. Oh. And he's laughing. He's sitting in his chair and he's laughing. He's very happy how that went out, ladies and gentlemen. And what a crazy game. And that means the equalizer.
Always learning, bro. So Creeper comes out. We haven't missed much. And did he keep both companions? I think he did.
Yes, he did.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but with the coin. Turn 2 companion, turn 3 companion, double
but
huffer.
He didn't have a guaranteed turn 1 other than
it's
abusive.
Forsen, it's always huffer. So.
But think about this. He had 2 companions and an abusive. He chose to keep all of those 3.
Yeah.
And he spent the coin on the creeper instead of playing abusive turn 1 outright.
Yes.
So he could coin into companion and then companion turn 3.
Yeah, he could not
now
do that. I don't know why he did that.
And companion's pretty bad versus mech mage, I'd say. It's pretty bad versus mech mage.
Yeah,
when
it
you're
depends on what
center.
you get, but look at that number guy is playing 2 water elementals.
Misha's gonna be your best, and I don't know. Having more 1-drops and stuff is gonna be more beneficial overall.
Yeah, I don't know what is in Forsen's stack. Maybe we should expect something crazy, but it's a face hunter.
Numberguy's laughing. You know you went face, it's a snake trap, you can just avoid it, unless there was a Misha, which there isn't.
Numberguy is so sweet, always laughing. He's always like, I got you, bro.
That Hofer can just get pinged. There's a Blast Mage.
Such easy game in there. Blast Mage coming down, hitting both minions, hitting twice to the face, and...
Yeah, I feel like this game is over already.
Yeah, it's looking very good here.
Is there a Misha now? He needs Misha.
Misha. There we go, it's a Leok. That's also pretty decent.
Helps him clear, but still not gonna force the snake trap.
No. No, but look at Numberguy's hand. He's also...
Double water elemental and a low thab.
That's not too scary, I would say. Do we have another spectator bug?
Yeah,
Numberguy was supposed to draw a card here.
We didn't see it.
Should I rejoin again? Oh, goddamn you, Blizzard! Okay, let's quickly rejoin. And there we go. I guess now you can rejoin. And we will see Numberguy's hand. Ooh, Dr. GG!
He's got so many follow-ups. He had the 5, he has the 4 plus 0 power, he has the 7.
I would go for the knife juggler here to establish a bigger board.
Entity.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the secret because of rejoining. Water elemental now coming down.
The Leok's gonna live forever, but 5 a turn is not really...
Numberguy doesn't really care about that Leok.
Yeah.
And that's so unfortunate. Double glaive Zuka in your hand going up against a water elemental.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to kill command something here to stay alive.
Numberguy is still on 22 HP. You can't really do a lot here. You can deal 10 damage this turn.
Yeah, 12. Kill command hero power.
Yeah, with hero power, if you...
And then your hand isn't really vital in damage-wise because the water elemental just spitting us up to the weapons. You got no chargers.
So I guess you attack here with your weapon, then maybe play the glaive Zuka.
I guess you just concede actually. There's no way to win this game.
That's not how you play it out on the SeatStory Cup. Are you playing yourself?
Fine.
You're playing yourself,
right?
I am.
I play tomorrow.
Who's in your group?
Amaz, Gar, and Saj. That's pretty easy. It's gonna be pretty easy.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy. It's Ignite, ladies and gentlemen. he's gonna whoop that shit.
So you have to kill command that Lothar. He knows it's a lot of damage and...
Yeah.
Yeah, but those 2 weapons are dead, 100%. The Dr. Boom comes down. And since kill command just got spent, he knows there's not going to be 2 kill commands to finish out the game.
Yeah, but now prepare for Dr. Boom being played, and that's a lot of damage. And another threat here for Numberguy on the board.
King Golem comes down, that's 5. Can buff with Zuka 6. No, Dr. Boom won't die, so that's kind of lethal. Kind of, but it's good enough.
Kind of. Unfortunately, you
don't
want to play a minion against the secret because it will just make that you're further behind.
He has to, doesn't he?
And yeah,
just does it.
He has to. The knife juggler coming down. Forsen goes for the arcane golem here. I wonder how I lost this game. He juggles to the face at least.
He has 9 damage. That's 5 short. And there's not much else he can do. You can clear the...
lethal on the board represented here for Numberguy. Oh.
No, with the juggler, yes, it's lethal for sure.
Yeah, you could take,
3, 6, 7, 8.
take that out.
Oh yeah, there's 8 on board. If he
8.
trades the boon.
Yeah, if you trade. But still.
8 on board. There's 2 weapons stuck. There's not one card that's gonna deal 10 damage to the mage. So
you could
the
try.
hunter,
You could try to ping the.
Boombot.
Oh no, you don't want to attack into the. Yeah, you could ping the boombot.
And get a 50-50 and then
Get a 50-50
and then
maybe you
another
get more damage.
50-50 because you need 3 or 4 to win.
But first of all, you also have the juggles. You have 3
Yep.
juggles.
Oh, he's going for it first.
So there we go. Oh, unfortunately, hitting for 4, but not to the face. And yeah, but it's still lethal, right? You can play 3 minions.
Not even Leroy, which would be the maximum damage output, like Leroy, Abusive, and Hero
No, it's
Power.
lethal this turn. I mean,
It isn't.
yeah, with 7 mana, you
Oh,
can
wait,
you could have
7,
played 3 minions.
5. Yeah, he could have. You're very right about
Yeah,
that.
Numberguy.
He missed
What is
lethal.
the pros version of the demon
Can
lock?
be handlock or demon lock at this point.
Yes,
There's not enough information.
but it's no demon lock without
Overwhelm.
Twilight Drakes.
Okay, does he run combo maybe? Yeah, of course. Every control lock runs a Twilight Drake, so there's a follow-up plan. Leper into coil. It feels so bad when that happens. Like
Yes, it's just
you want to
perfect.
rush and they just put a stop to it on turn 1.
Exactly, you're describing. Are you playing a lot of Face Hunter? Might that
am.
be?
I played more than 120 games of Face Hunter on last day of ladder. 120 games of Face Hunter.
So you don't even have a golden hunter like Forsen. I just want to mention that he has a golden hunter.
I'm drunk it on Hunter too much.
Yeah, Numberguy on the other hand has a golden walk. Maybe a lot of zoo being played here or control decks. What is that?
There's a Leroy. So he's playing the old handlock, but he's relying on Thorson so he can enable the Leroy Overwhelming Faceless combo.
Yes, and that's something I
I tried it a
thought
few days ago. Like I
You tried
love
it?
this. I love this list.
Doesn't work out, but it's so dependent on the Thorson.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't,
Yesterday we discussed it with someone else. I don't remember who, but it's entirely true that if you don't draw Thorson within the first side, of, I don't know, 25 cards maybe, and if he's in the last 5, then the combo's useless. So you're better off using Arcane Golem, sort of. On the other hand, it's just so much fun. It's Leroy, you know.
it's Leroy. It's Leroy Jenkins. Can you do that?
And otherwise, Leroy can what?
Can you do that Leroy Jenkins intro?
I'm not admirable yet.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get there.
Okay, you just play your games, then drink some beer, and you will come back.
Yeah, but Leroy also works out with Shadow Flame, and I like the. If he opted to run 2 Shadow Flames, I would really like that. So you can complement the Leroy if you're not gonna
Yeah,
combo
turn 9. Nice clear. Totally. But I thought about it too. I didn't have the time to try it out. But I thought it was just so dependent on the person as we
If it's
discussed.
at the bottom of the deck,
Anyway,
that kinda
Numberguy is down already to 13 HP, but we do have
11 now.
the Molten Giant now down to 11. We do have a Molten Giant. We do have the Sludge Belcher as a
there
taunt.
are
We
no
do have
taunters, actually. But there is a Belcher and a
the
Heal
Belcher
Bot.
and the Heal Bot. That's the most important card.
Wait,
He even feels lucky. Wow. He goes for the Mountain Giant.
Whoa.
If we see another kill command now, this is lethal.
Oh.
Arcane Golem is this. One
One
damage
damage
of lethal.
Yeah, but if he goes for it, he forces the Heal Bot, so the
Yes.
board is gonna be open still.
And an open board, he could then deal
Unleash
damage
commands,
with
for
Unleash
example.
next turn, or
Yeah.
maybe he...
He
Wow,
draws a second command with Unleash, that's a big combo.
that was so crazy. Why don't you go for the Belcher there?
Yeah, I think that's the safest. And then you can just Molten and Heal Bot next turn.
Yeah, that's the thing. Go for a free Molten Healbot, or maybe...
Okay, he kept the kill command. He still kind of forces the heal
That's
though,
not
because
mana efficient,
kill
like-
command is enough.
I
so,
would go for the kill command.
oh, the top deck. This allows him to heal bot, Molten, and Sun Fury.
But he has to be careful not to play the Healbot first. He was hovering over that card. First of all, he attacks into that explosive trap. That's something else. Why I would have played the kill command last turn.
How so?
He should have played the kill command last turn because...
Not if it's not lethal.
Well,
Because of
but it's putting on more pressure, and your opponent can't just run into your explosive
He
trap.
would have been to 1 HP. Yeah, you would need to run into explosive after heal bot.
Yeah, but anyway, like that, with that huge turn with a Molten Giant and the Sun Fury Protector taunting it all up, and with the Healbot now being played.
There's no silence for these taunts. It's gonna be pretty rough. How does he handle this?
Just
Hero power
like that.
again.
He's just gonna handle this like the
Yeah.
Face Hunter always handles it, trying to go to the face. If they're taunt, just go on the taunt. That's as easy as that, ladies and gentlemen.
He's clearing the board over 2 turns to get through.
And he still has the kill command in his hand, so there's some more damage for him here available. And Numberguy.
Wait, he has lethal, doesn't he? Leroy Overwhelm? And Dark Bomb even? Yep, Numberguy feels the series like that.
Oh, are we gonna see Leroy Jenkins? Then I will do the intro, but he keeps it revealed.
That's smart as well.
Yeah.
I like that choice from Numberguy.
Numberguy, very well played here. That's a 3-1 victory.
Even though he missed lethal, he won the